Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. On this video, we're going to finish assembling this guitar. Now that I'm pretty happy with how this guitar looks, let's get to wiring it. This kit comes with a wiring harness, so it's pretty straightforward. We have to get all these wires that go to the three-way toggle switch through all these cavities. I would have preferred if the cavities were slightly larger just to make it easier, but as you'll see, the size does work with a little bit of coaxing. If we look at the wiring closer, we can see that it's a standard 2 humbucker style wiring. So we have to figure out how we're going to wire the third P90 pickup. I haven't really figured out what I want to do with the third pickup, whether I want to connect them in parallel with the bridge or with the neck or just separately, so we'll leave it for now. Here I'm using a scale just to line up all the tuning pegs so that the final assembly looks nice and straight. Use it at each step just to be doubly sure, because there's nothing like a wonky tuning peg to spoil everything, right? If we measure these P90s, we've got approximately 6.5, 6.6 and 6.9. I'm going to keep the 6.9 for the bridge position and just place them opposing each other in case I want to connect them together. So this is the first time I'm using P90s, so there's a little bit of learning for me. I've noticed these tabs, which I believe you need to just puncture for the screws to go through. I'm going to have to drill pilot holes as well so that these screws can anchor into the body, and these springs will allow us to lower and raise the pickup. I used the butt of the hammer to just push these posts in. Some went in easily, some really took a bit of effort. I got my wife to help me hold down the components while soldering, and it was quite a lot of fun. She was pretty scared that I might just burn her. I need to get another set of a third hand, is it called? Or those clamps where you can hold down components. The one I have is just all over the place. most fulfilling and rewarding part of the build for me, or even a setup, is oiling that fretboard. To take a dry piece of wood and just get it nice and soaked, and then, you know, wipe it down. It's something therapeutic about it. After a little bit of experimentation, the best course of action for the middle pickup was to just route it individually straight to the output jack. Now the guitar will work just like a 2 P90 in a bridge, neck and middle position, and then with the flick of the switch you'll have just the middle pickup. So kind of interesting. I think the best way to set one of these up, if you know better or have some interesting wiring options, do let me know in the comments. Always happy to hear some new options there. I didn't want to use the kit provided trapezoidal truss rod cover, so I printed out a couple of variations to it, but I wasn't really happy, so I'm just going to order one and place it there when it arrives. And here's the final guitar, guys. Check it out. This was a fun build putting together. It took me a little while towards the end because I had to do a lot of work getting the action nice and low. Had to work on the nut quite a bit. It was very high. In the process, I 3D printed this little block, which came in really handy. I went with the first fret, went slightly over on the thickness, just placed it there, and then I was able to work on the nut and get very good results. So that's just handy. Yeah, it doesn't have the curved radius, but you can kind of, you know, if you can work on a nut, you'll probably get a hang of that as well. Here's the back. It's come out really nice, and that top for me is the selling point. I think it's come out really catchy in my opinion. We have the toggle switch over here to engage or bypass the middle pickup, and then you have the standard 3-way switch which will work on the bridge and the neck P90s. So that was the best configuration from a tonal perspective. My favorite is the neck pickup, and then the second is the middle, and then the bridge. I'm okay with the bridge for now, but I might swap that out, or just leave it as is because it looks nicely matched. So we'll see. It's got good sustain. We have a nice Firebird decal going here, and I've got a truss rod cover in the male. I didn't like what I came up with as for designs, and the provided trapezoidal one didn't look right to me. So that will come on my next update along with the tonal demo. I can't make the demo today because, as you can see, I'm not even in my studio. My studio is being renovated, so stay tuned. I might do a video on that, and you'll hear this guitar on my next update in my new studio. With that, I'll wrap this up, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, drop me a comment, and I'll see you on my next update. Bye now.